Yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another video. In today's video, I will recap and review Pokemon Journeys episode 92, Gengar Does Its Best, The Road to Gigantamax, as well as give my predictions for episode 93, Your Name is Francois. If you guys enjoy episode reviews as well as recaps each and every week, then I highly suggest you hit the like button and subscribe, as it truly helps support the channel. Seriously, thank you all so much for watching my episode reviews each and every week. We're finally about to witness the greatness that is Ash's Gigantamax Gengar, but it makes you wonder, what older Pokemon of his do you think could have been brought back to do the same? While of course it's extremely unlikely, I feel like GMAX Gengar is something that no major trainer has used in the game, and is in fact the forgettable GMAX altogether, so Ash using one could have given it more spotlight. Let me know your choice. You can even pick a Pokemon that Ash no longer has. With all that being said, let's start today's video by recapping the events of episode 92. The episode begins with Ash and Go walking through this beautiful alley in Stow-N-Side and revealing that the reason why they're there was actually to learn how they could GMAX Gengar. Go is showing Ash the GMAX Gengar on his Rotom phone, and Ash, wanting to do so, asks Professor Cerise what is the best way for him to be able to do it. He recommended that they go to Stow-N-Side and ask the Ghost Gym Leader Allister or Onion about it. Like I guess, Stow-N-Side just has two gyms, but they actually don't share a stadium like I originally thought, and in fact there are two separate locations. With this place being kinda scary, Ash tries to get Allister's attention by loudly screaming for his help, and he finally opens up the door for them to enter. Ash and Go are surprised that the boy they met in the Ghost Train is actually the gym leader that they're looking for. Ash shows Allister that he's here to learn about how to GMAX Gengar, and Allister guides them to Stow-N-Side Stadium as they needed a bigger area in order to be able to GMAX. While entering the stadium, they ran into B, who had just finished doing some training with Machamp. Allister then tells Ash to give GMAX a shot, and when he does, it just Dynamaxes Gengar, but it does lead to a funny scene. I love how Grookey and Pikachu are cheering on Gengar, and Gengar opening its mouth as wide as possible to try to become a GMAX. Allister informs Ash that no matter how hard he tries, Gengar won't GMAX because he isn't able to. However, if they're able to get Gengar some Max Soup, then he should be able to GMAX, as this soup has GMAX powers. There's supposed to be a lot of mushrooms needed to make the soup in the forest, but it's widely inhabited by ghost types and it won't be easy to collect all that they need. I like this parallel of Ash pushing Allister back with his overconfident and overly talkative nature, and then Allister pushing him back with his scary ghost-like speech. The first mushroom is at the end of what seems like an endless empty lake of eggs, but the catch is that some of them are actually Galarian Corsolas. They have to be very careful not to kick any of the eggs, as one of them could be Galarian Corsola and it would counterattack. Ash decides to fly on Gengar to get to the mushroom, and it almost works as planned, but after getting the mushroom, his hat falls and wakes one of them up. Go immediately catches it and the danger is avoided, and the Go haters are livid. They then find the second mushroom needed, and after picking it off the ground, the Trevenant goes and attacks them, but they just run away and it's all good. With two mushrooms in hand, they only need one more and Gengar finds it for them. The only problem is that there's a Dracloak sleeping on it. As it sleeps, the Dreeby falls off its head and makes Ash its next pillow. I thought this was funny. When Dracloak woke up, it's like, fine, you steal my baby and I'll steal yours, and it just gently takes Grookey and places it on its head. God, Grookey is just so adorable. Channel members, you know what to do, spam it in the comments. He just keeps hitting Dracloak's head, causing it to get agitated and start flying around crazily. Dracloak, after seeing Ash is the one with Dreepy, goes to attack Ash, but Gengar stops to protect Ash. At this moment, it looks like Allister realizes that Ash is indeed a good trainer and has a special bond with his Gengar. Allister asks the Dracloak if it's okay to give Ash a mushroom, and Dracloak happily agrees. With 3 mushrooms on hand, they're now able to make the Max Soup, and Onion Boy just does that. As Allister talks to Gengar, Go and Ash ask him if he's able to talk to Pokemon, and he gets a little defensive. But instead of finding it weird, Go and Ash think that it's actually cool and they're a bit jealous. Allister continues to make the soup while Ash and Go sleep, and there's a cute montage of Gengar's moments with Ash as Allister comes to realize the reason he wants to get stronger was to get closer with Ash himself, and there's also half-face reveal for him. The next day after Gengar drinks the Max Soup, they go to the stadium to try out the GMAX, and it works. B even showed up and noticed that Allister are taking a liking to the two. Go and Ash hug, and all the shippers of them are getting many cute scenes of them together here, so good for you. This episode ends with Allister seeing them off in the train, and now they've made friends with another Galarian gym leader, specifically another Stow-N-Side Galarian gym leader. This was a rare exception for Pokemon Journeys. By that I mean the second half of a two-parter actually being better than the first episode. I gave last episode's rating an 8, and I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. I really enjoyed this episode and this two-parter as a whole. This episode's pacing felt really well, and there were not many dull moments at all, and in fact it felt like they didn't overly focus on anything. They go to the stadium, Gengar can GMAX, they gather the mushrooms, and Gengar can GMAX. Of course, that's an oversimplified version of what happens, but they just pack so much into this episode. We even got a small appearance from V, just showing how her and Allister actually have a friendly relationship, which is nice to see from the two gym leaders of Stow-N-Side. He's a great Pokemon to have on the cast because he has such a wide array of emotions that he's able to pack as a character. As for Allister, it was nice to see him opened up more in just 2 episodes, and his character development was just very good. It didn't seem forced like it just happened in 2 seconds, it was very gradual, and yet still at the end of the episode it's not like he's crazy outgoing either. Journey did Allister's character very well, and I don't think this is going to be the last time we're going to see him. Here's to hoping that Gengar doesn't get shafted now that he got back-to-back episodes of character development. It might be time to push him back on the back burner and focus on Ash's next Pokemon. A fun fact about today's episode is that Gengar is the first Pokemon in the anime to both DMAX and GMAX. This is also the first time that Ash has DMAXed a Pokemon in almost 80 episodes, which is nice considering it's the current gen's game mechanic. I'm kinda hoping that at some point in the near future we're able to see Go also show some game mechanics or have past characters come and show us. I have a strong feeling that we won't be seeing much more use of Z moves now that Ash has showed it off against Volkner, but I strongly hope that it isn't the case. All in all, Gengar's quest and episodes to receive GMAX was handled way better than Lucario's quest to get Mega Evolution. Again, I just personally hope that he isn't automatically insanely powerful and mastered right away, and instead has to learn to get used to him more. I also hope that they don't forget about his existence now that he got a few episodes of focus. They just need to do a better job of rotating the Pokemon being developed. Also, please give us more Allister, maybe in a few episodes to catch up with Ash's Gengar, and perhaps see Go's Ghost-type Pokemon like his giant Golurk. That's about it for my review of episode 92, let's take a look at episode 93's preview trailer as well as predict what might happen. The trailer is voiced over by Ren, and we'll be getting a bit of backstory for him and his love for Magnemite. Episode 57 of Pokemon Journeys was of Cerise's other lab assistant Carissa, which fun fact was my second ever episode review on this channel. I'm guessing that the Magnemite that has the pink hat is the one that he owns and it's from his flashback. It seems that Magnemite are combining and forming into Magneton, or they're just going to combine into a big random ball of Magnemite, something like that Gulpin ball from a while back. Of course, I predict that this episode is going to be pure filler, and because of that it'll be hard to predict what's going to happen, but I also think it's going to be nice to get some more development and love for Ren, as I always found his character to be rather interesting, just like Chris's. I wonder if his Magnemite Francois, or whatever it's called in the dub, will evolve into Magneton, but I also personally think that it won't. Without having much more info to base an opinion on, that's my prediction, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe Go will catch a Magnemite or Magneton of his own in this one. Let me know what you think is going to happen in Pokemon Journeys episode 93 in the comments below. So yeah, that was my review for Pokemon Journeys episode 92 as well as my predictions for episode 93. If you guys enjoyed it, I highly urge you to hit the like button and subscribe. I make episode reviews every week just a few hours after the episode airs, so if you enjoy these reviews right after the episode, you know where to come. Today's comment of the day is going to be which of Ash's older Pokemon do you want to see appear in Journeys anime next, and GMAX. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you, and as always, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.